This is my FPL team. My rank is 3,188,134. This is the start of my journey into the top 10k. You won't believe it, but it will happen. We will be talking stats, but most of all, it's all about facts. Even though I'm 3 millionth, it's no time to overreact. It's not time to take -4, -8 hits. It is time to use the assets that I already possess, not just in here, but in my FPL team. My goalkeeper for this week, the unstoppable Bart Verbruggen. Okay, maybe he was quite stoppable in the last game versus Everton when he conceded with the last kick to Beto. The last kick of the game, this guy conceded to Beto. I was refreshing on my live score, okay? Live score, please, sponsor soon. FOTMOB, you're also good. Listen, doesn't matter. Bart Verbruggen, the last kick of the game, all you had to do was stand and catch the ball. And it was Beto. Bloody Beto! Who concedes to Beto? You can do better. You should do better, Bart. And you will do better as you are facing Crystal Palace at home. Verbruggen, you are the chosen one. It's not because I trust you. It's because my other goalkeeper on the bench is Ian Wright's long-lost white son, who's sitting on the reserves for Aston Villa. So, Bart Verbruggen, you got to start. On to my defense. We will be playing a back four. Yep, no Amrim tactics in here today. My first defender is Pitbull's hit song, Timber. Timber, lad. You're the only Arsenal player last week that got a yellow card. Why do you do this to me? I thought you were the differential Arsenal pick. Everyone has Gabriel, but Timber, you are letting me down. I'm a Man United fan, and I love that Arsenal win. But that Lisandro Martinez on goal should have been a Timber goal, man. How did they not give it to him? Where are my points? How is Gabriel out here getting bonus points and Timber's getting nothing? Yeah, and when I saw that yellow card versus Leeds, I wanted to commit sins. But then I remembered, FPL is not played with emotions. It's played with resisting emotions. And that's the manager that I am. So Timber, you start. My next defender is Kukukukureya. He did score against West Ham, even though I did want to jump off the balcony after watching that game because Enzo Fernandez and Joao Pedro both scored and Joao Pedro got an assist and I have neither. So Cucurella, your goal this game is not to get a goal yourself, it is to injure both Enzo and Joao Pedro and get them out of that Chelsea team. Other than that, clean sheet or an assist against Wolves away. Wolves away is a difficult match. According to expected goals data, Wolves are in the top 3 teams in the last 5 games for XG created. So it will be a hard defensive match, but Cucurella has been in my team all season and I trust him. Wolves away. Come on. How can I not start him at Wolves away? It's either Cucurella or Diogo Dalot, and I am not starting Diogo Dalot ever again. I gave him the trust in the last week. This guy does not know when to pass, does not know when to shoot, and when he finds himself in the best position to score a goal, the pass is not made to him because no one trusts him to finish. And I thought I had my clean sheet against Fulham, but then, guess what? Fulham scored a penalty, and Dalot literally comes off in the next minute. Tell you, so Rick. So Dalot, I'm giving the nod to Cucurella. The third defender is Lewis Hall. Even though Newcastle are bad, I think Lewis Hall has been Newcastle's best player this season. And Newcastle at home are not a bad team, even though they're playing against Brentford, who just beat Aston Villa away. What a result that is. He's one of the best left-footed crossers in the league, and I could see an easy assist for the Lewis. The last defender is Anderson. I was about to send every single slur your way, Anderson, if you scored that goal. But Lemon came in and saved it with his, what was it? It was his right hand. Because I benched Anderson for one of the first times this season and he nearly scored. But in the end, he went away with 3 goals conceded and absolutely no goal threat. But this time out, you are facing Everton. And even though Everton are the most unpredictable team on the planet, Fulham at home to Everton is not a bad fixture. And he's a DEFCON machine, so he has to be my last defensive pick. And let's get on to my midfield. I got 5 on it. Yep, we got 5 midfielders today, and that means we've only got 1 sole striker. Let's see who that will be. Will Erling Haaland get benched? My first midfielder is Declan Rice. Every single time I've owned him, he hasn't gotten points. Every single time I bench him, he gets points. And when I sold him, he was cracking 10 pointers every single week, while Saka was doing absolutely nothing. But now that I've brought him back, Declan Rice didn't repay my trust last week, but this week is the week that you absolutely puncture through Sunderland Sunderland are so bad away. And this is a game where I'll be doing my first FPL stream. And Timber is just gonna dink it into the box. Declan Rice, boom! Fucking bullet header. Hat-trick Declan Rice. Timber hat-trick of assists. And that is my first midfielder pick. Next to him is my daddy. Is Bruninho Fernandinho. Okay? 5 assists in his last 4 games. 12 assists this Premier League season. Is he gonna break Thierry Henry's record? Woo! It's getting scary, huh, TT? Isn't it? But this game isn't gonna be about assists. It's all gonna be about getting through Spurs' low block. We are playing as Spurs. It's Man United hosting Spurs at Old Trafford. I see United being a bit tricky in the box. And Mbeumo maybe falling on the floor. And Bruno Fernandes with a stone-cold penalty to win the game and get full bonus points. That is maybe my captaincy pick, but we shall get to that later. Roger Dodger is next. Honestly, a very disappointing pick so far. I thought he was going to do so much more. I swear, before I bought him, this guy was banging goals every single game and assisting. Ever since I bought him, he's got 1 assist in the last 5 game weeks. But against Bournemouth, it is a team that likes to play in the transition. They do have a very high defensive line, and Rodgers, with Aston Villa's transitional play, could be running in behind and scoring some goals. So I gotta put him in. The second last midfielder isn't under Anderson, and it's Elliot Anderson. Maybe the new Manchester United midfielder next season, ya stinky shit. This guy's averaged in his last 8 games 16.5 defensive contributions a game. He is a DEFCON machine. He averages at least 4 points every single FPL game week, which is why if he gets an assist, if he gets a random ass goal, you get full bonus and it will be a monster haul, and not that many people have him. So even though I do think you're gonna get 4 points, Elliot Anderson, you are the first person on this channel to get the holy water. I bless you. I bless you. I bless you. That blessing goes to an assist for Elliot Anderson and a 10-point monster haul for him. The last midfielder in my midfield. Yep, it is a midfielder in my midfield. If you didn't know, they do play midfield. Is player of the season Harry Wilson. I was also gonna go crazy if he scored against Manchester United, and I was myself every single time he touched the ball because I did bench him for that game, but now he's back into the lineup. He's facing David Moyes' Toffees, and I think Harry Wilson has been the most decisive player this season. He scored so many winners, so many equalizers in the dying minutes of the game. He has to start. At home to Everton? Why wouldn't I start him? That means there have been 10 players chosen, and it remains to see who my striker will be. I have 3 strikers in my team. One is called Erling Haaland, the other is called Igor Thiago, and the third is called Igor Jesus. I need to choose one of these guys to play at the top for my team this week. Erling Haaland is facing Liverpool away. Liverpool are on form right now. Igor Thiago is facing Newcastle away. Newcastle are not on form, but they're a very good home team. And Igor Jesus is facing Leeds away. Nottingham Forest not having the best of seasons. And Leeds at home are a threat. Which striker has the biggest chances of getting anything done in those games? My first decision was to bench Erling Haaland. But then I realized I was playing bloody Igor Jesus instead of Erling Braut Haaland. Just uttering those words is an absolutely disgusting thing to do. So I had to slap myself back into consciousness. But then I looked at Igor Thiago on my bench. The Brazilian with the most goals in a single Premier League season. And then I realized I can't bloody support players who are named Igor. Comes from Russian origin. There's no way I'm doing that. So Erling Haaland is my pick today. And with Liverpool's defensive high line, just look at those counterattacks from Erling Haaland. Just look at him running in behind. My first bench player is Igor Jesus, big up to God, and that. Then it is Igor Thiago, and then it's Diogo Dalot. I need Diogo Dalot as far away from my team as possible, and that is why he is number 3. Which means we are now going to talk about who will captain the first week of my road to the 10K. Choices have come to a potential Ballon d'Or winner, Harry Wilson, a potential Defender of the Year winner, Jurrien Timber, Erling Braut Haaland, and my favorite player on planet Earth right now, Bruno Fernandes. Erling Haaland is at Liverpool away, but on the counter he will be deadly if Liverpool leave that space. Bruno Fernandes at home to Spurs. I still remember that Spurs game where we slapped him. Bruno got a goal and Ronaldo left the stadium crying like a little... Where was Harry Wilson? Harry Wilson is up here. Harry Wilson at home to Everton. Harry Wilson has scored about 77 90 plus minute winners. Will he do it again? Mr. Harry, you are talked off. Jurrien Timber. A very big differential play if I want to climb up the ranks, if you know what I'm talking about. Jurrien Timber has been due a goal. Has been due an assist. He's also been Christian a clean sheet. He's at home to Sunderland. Sunderland have a bit of excitement after beating bloody Burnley 3-0 at home, but they've been shocking away. I'm keeping him for now. Erling Haaland, you have got to go, blood. You're out of here. We're only looking at these two picks. It is between Jurrien Timber or Bruninho Fernandinho. What am I doing picking defenders as my captains? I'm not a pussy. Bruno Fernandes is my captain for this FPL game week. Check out the stream for Sunderland and Arsenal where I will be live, and comment down below if you agree or disagree with my picks.